Have you seen the live stream that Facebook had a few days ago around metaverse? Well, I'm going to give you my coaching insights and 3 major points of reflection for absolutely everyone that I find extremely vital and crucial. Hi, this is Liana, Holistic Intimacy Coach. Welcome back to my channel. Here, I normally and usually help people get their orgasmic intimacy. However, today I'm going to look at what kind of life are we heading into with the metaverse knocking on our door. I have 3 major takeaways / proposals for you to reflect upon. And I'm going to do a part 2 where I'm going to share with you some of the stuff that I'm really looking into for myself. First of all, as a human being, and then also as a creator, not your most popular out there, but still as a creator that is using social media for work also. So let's get into it. Number 1, a general perspective on the metaverse. First of all, the metaverse is going to be the next level for the technology that we have right now and the social media that we have right now, according to Mark Zuckerberg's vision, proposal, and presentation. So, because we're parenting, all of us, we're going to parent something new here. I want to invite us to do something that all parents might want to do before they conceive a child and parent a child. Meaning, look at, are we ready to be parents? That's 1. And number 2, what is the stuff that maybe we're doing right now that might need fixing? Otherwise, it's going to make our parenting tougher, and also it's going to be taken on by our child, and it's not necessarily for their good. Okay, not all parents go through this, but I encourage us to go through this. So how do we use now technology? And how do we use now social media? A lot of people are seeing with the massive use of social media that we're getting more and more alienated from people. We're talking less in real life with people. We're calling people less. We're overexposed to a lot of stimuli, and this is just in a 2D plane, because this is what phones are, 2D. Metaverse is going to be 3D, folks. 3D. So a lot more stimulation for our senses and for our nervous system as a consequence. And probably a lot more traction for us to spend time there as opposed to spend time in our real lives with the real people that actually make our lives worth living. And I can just see right now some of the videos that will be coming in the future with, on your deathbed, are you going to remember the people that you met in the avatars that you've interacted with in the Matrix? Or are you going to remember the people that you actually lived with, hugged, shared your meal with, spent time with in nature? Hey, it's going to come. If I can see it, hopefully you can see it also. It's probably going to be there. So the main and first question that I have here is the matrix that is coming upon us going to really enrich our lives? Is it going to make us happier, more fulfilled, healthier, or how? What is it going to make us? This is an open question for absolutely every single one of us that is watching this video. The second thing is that, social media is functioning on what? On algorithms. And the algorithms are pushing forward content that is viral. And if you look at everything that is on social media, what is viral? Pissed off, anger, shocked, horrid, enraged, cancel culture, hate speech, divisive speech, belligerent attitudes. That's what's viral. And that's because in human nature, the aggressive stuff, boy, it catches on faster than the joy, peace, laughter, love. We all know it, Somebody is pissed off or puts a rant out there and people engage more with that. So the algorithms do go for that, and We're not sure what the algorithms, because make no mistake, the metaverse is going to have algorithms behind it. And it's still going to be built by a company that is for profit. It's still going to have to look at its own survival and its own expansion. So it's still going to push forward things to us that are viral. Only it's not going to be in 2D. It'll be in 3D, folks. Consider this for a second. Here I want to give an honorary mention to Frances Haugen. If you don't know, at the beginning of October 2021, the US Senate had a hearing where Frances Haugen, one of the whistleblowers of Facebook, because hey, Facebook now has a whistleblower, she presented a lot of material that she extracted from the network, showing how Facebook was receiving a lot of reports and signals that the use of social media was not healthy, okay, constructive for people. And yet they were disregarding that and they were going about business as usual. This entire thing is going to give birth to the Matrix. That's what I call the metaverse. In case you didn't know, I did not have a mistake there pronouncing the Matrix. It's actually what I look at it. The baby Matrix right now. So if it has problems right now, do you think those are going to be resolved in the future? If we didn't resolve them now, it's a question for you. The second point that I want to look at is embodied internet. This was an expression that Mark Zuckerberg used in that video. And I got triggered instantly. Why? Because embodiment is not about internet. Period. Let me explain to you this. Anybody that studies somatic coaching, somatic therapy, any kind of somatic modality knows that the goal and the aim and the benefit for everybody is embodiment. What is embodiment? Your unfiltered and unmitigated relationship to yourself, to your own body, how you occupy and live in your own body, how you propriocepted, proprioception. Perception is from the outside, proprioception from the inside. And how you tap into the wisdom of your own body. The body is not just able to heal in most cases unless you've really tampered with your biology in such a way that most of its systems are really messed up and it can't fight back. And I'm not talking aging. I'm talking about messing up your system with what? Improper sleep, improper food, improper substances that you put and they don't help your body. And also, psychologically speaking, if you've been wired for negative emotions, so if you've fired your adrenals and cortisol a lot, so if you've operated from your sympathetic nervous system, the fight, flight, freeze, fawn system, then yeah, you're gonna put a lot of pressure on your organs and your systems are not gonna fire correctly. So they will misfire and they will not help you get back to a, how do I say this? Balanced state. So embodiment is about getting back to your body and developing a healthy relationship to your body. And it is done through all sorts of somatic processes, breath, sound, movement, touch, perceiving yourself from within, awareness to your body, and that is meditation there, and how you decide for your life and how you act based on those signals. Also how you choose to act, because there's always choice. Okay, one of the fundamental principles of somatic coaching, with awareness of your body comes choice. What does the internet do? And what does technology do? It draws your attention outside. In 2D now. It wasn't so bad, believe it or not. When it's going to be 3D, people, it's going to be all over. It will fire you from all over the place. It'll be that much harder to bring yourself back into your body. Yeah. Technology, if you're not physically impaired or psychologically impaired in any way or mentally impaired, you don't need devices to survive and to actually live happy. You don't. You don't. Technology and devices take your attention, therefore your nervous system, because the nervous system is the most precious tool that you have. It not only makes you a sentient being, it also makes you an intelligent being, and it makes you a being that has the power to choose. Conscience resides in your nervous system. Yeah. Brain marrow, nervous system. That is the most complex system in your body, and that is the one that you're lending to all of these apps. Embodied internet is a misnomer. It's going to make your life so much more difficult because it will grab your attention, your energy in everywhere around you, not just in 2D. Your power comes from within. The best decisions that you make are the ones that you make from within. Here, I just want to raise this question to you, and you can answer it in your own terms. What is the quality of your life right now with the technology that is soon going to be dinosauric that you have right now? And how do you feel or think or evaluate that the matrix in the birth is going to impact your life? How do you feel? Think about it for yourself. The third thing that I want to bring to your attention is sex and intimacy. This is not just my field of expertise, but this was, if you've seen The Social Network, the movie that was made around how Facebook was created, then do you remember what made the Facebook, as it was called back then, to be viral, first of all, in college world and then outside of it? It was the faces that people were invited to vote if they were hot or not. What was that? The precursor to hookup apps. We don't say hot or not, we say swipe right or left. Also, in 2001, when the internet was a dial-up back then, there was this song that was made. It was in a cartoonish way, and it was also for entertainment, but it had a really, really big truth. Do you know what that song was called? The internet is for porn. That was the biggest driver for the internet back then. Yes, people. Fast forward to 2020 and 2021. Do you know what are the largest streaming platforms online that have proliferated with the help of technology and all these devices that we have? Yeah, pornography and sex-related streaming platforms. Yes, drugs also, so all the stuff that we really shunned in the darker corners of our existence, they have their dark corners of the internet and they are thriving. The dark net, the dark web, the dark economy, a big chunk of that is around sexuality that is uneducated, unhealthily channeled. And we did, as a society, help that because why? We shunned sex. And this one dates in the era before Christ. Yes, before Christ. We shunned sexuality and we shoved it down a very dark, narrow corner because we need to focus on God, religion, and all of that. And boy, how did that work for us? Not so good. Giving us this powerful tool, which is just 2D devices, because this is what we've had so far, okay? Dinosaurs, soon to be. It made it worse. What do you think a 3D reality is going to make it? So here, I want to encourage you to consider, how do you feel your sex life and your intimate life is going to be with the birthing of the Matrix? Okay, baby Matrix is in the conception now. They announced it. We see it on an X-ray right now. How do you think your sex and intimacy is going to be in the future? I have a lot of other thoughts, but I will formulate them in the second part, where I want to look at stuff that I actually want to concretely do for myself, in preparation for the birth of the matrix. This is just how do you prepare yourself for the matrix? Yes, folks, it's coming. That being said, I wish you an orgasmic intimate life and a healthy and a psycho-emotionally balanced life. And I'll see you in the next video.